Well, hello and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments. This is day 4, and today we're going to do something a little different. I have a whole mess of different items here that we're going to turn into a couple gorgeous ornaments. So follow along so you can see all the ornaments in the series. The first thing we're going to do is take off the back of that frame. And then you're going to pull out all of the staples that are holding in the back of the pictures. Well, there's a couple pieces of cardboard and then there's some pictures, but we're just going to pull everything out so that we can pull out the actual picture. And we're going to take out the glass as well. The glass is just too heavy to hang on your Christmas tree. So we're just going to ditch that and then remove any paper or any other little bits that are hanging out there on the outside. Then we'll take that cardboard and we'll use that as a pattern. And then we'll take some Dixie Belle's Clear Coat Satin and we're going to use that as a decoupage medium. And then just go ahead and smooth down and press down that felt on there so that you can then trim off all of the excess. The felt really absorbs the decoupage medium, so you need to put it on there quite liberally. And then we'll take that pin back and we'll just poke it through the back and hot glue it down, pop it into the frame. But I got to this point and I just didn't like it. And I remembered that I had some cranberry colored velvet. That's actually the colors we're going to be using on my tree this year. So I went and I dug that cranberry velvet out, and we're going to do the same process as we did with the felt, liberally putting on that clear coat satin. And then we're going to press down the velvet into that cardboard. And it actually stuck a whole lot better than the felt did. And then we'll just trim off the excess the same as we did with the felt. And then take that pin, poke it through, get it centered, and then poke it through the back, and that kind of holds it in place. And then what we'll do is take just a little bit of hot glue and we will glue the back of that pin down into place. Instead of trying to poke it back through and connect it, I figured it would be better to just kind of glue it in place. I put a little piece of felt over it just to hold it there. And then we'll add another little dab on the clasp of that pin so it stays in place. I like the contrast of this pin on that darker velvet much better. Now we'll just add a couple dabs of hot glue on the inside of the frame so we can pop that piece in there, and then we'll glue the backing back on there. And then you'll need to kind of clean it up. And even when I'm all done, I still need a few more places that I need to clean up. But I think it's gorgeous. It's going to be so pretty on my tree. I've had this pin bouncing around for a while in my stash, and I just didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. Well, now I know. Now we'll go ahead and we're going to take the other items. Now you'll see some lace here that I have, but actually didn't get a chance to use it. It was just way too big of a scale. But we're going to do a little nutcracker ballerina dress. So I am just drawing out a bodice shape. So the ballerina dress in the nutcracker is kind of like a corset looking bodice. So that's kind of what we're going for with this. If you've noticed, we have bounced around and we've missed some days in this 12 days of Christmas, and I apologize. Had a few technical difficulties, but we're hopefully back on track now, and we'll probably be doubling up some videos each day. So just look forward to those. We are doing 12 different projects. We just just had a few issues, but that's okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking some cardstock and I'm just drawing a hanger for the dress. So the hanger will be what actually hangs on the tree. And I was going to do this out of wire, but then, well, I couldn't find my brass wire that I have that I thought would look gorgeous. And so I said, you know what? I have this cardstock and it's got kind of a metallic look to it. So I said, that'll work. So we just draw that out and cut it. Actually doubled it over first so that we're getting, just a little more weight to that cardstock. The fun thing with ornaments is that you don't have to worry about them being one, too perfect, or, you can do something somewhat fragile. I mean, I have ornaments that my kids made in kindergarten and they're grown having their own babies now. So they're going to last as long as you pack them away and they don't get wet or rodents don't get into them. We used to pack our Christmas ornaments out in our shed and well, that didn't work out so well. So we live out in the country. So, oh goodness. Anyhow, so now I folded that in half. I put some hot glues to hold it together. And now I'm just taking that bodice shape that I drew out on the cardstock for a pattern and I'm using some pink felt. We're going to just cut that out. We're actually going to cut two of those out so that we can have a double-sided and have a little more, just a little more weight to the bodice section. These small pinking shears work really great for cutting out these small items. I actually could have probably made this bodice a little smaller, but it's okay. We're going to roll with it. It was so fun. I haven't done any sewing or anything with fabric in such a long time, and it really was fun to kind of get back to my roots a little bit. I actually went to school for fashion design, worked in the industry for a few months really, and decided it just wasn't where I wanted to be long term. So I ended up, well, starting a family. And the rest is kind of history. Then I went into painting. So what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing on where the seams will be on a corset. And then we're just going to take some embroidery floss and I am going to do just a running stitch up and down that line to create the look of where the corset would be stitched and then actually it would be boned right there. It would have boning running up through it. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to give the appearance of some stitching through there. Then we'll just continue the same thing on the other side. And then I actually added two more stitching lines and stitch those up as well. I'm sorry, that would be two sets of stitching lines. So four lines all together just to give that really corseted look. So if you haven't watched some of my other videos, I am doing a nutcracker tree in pink and blue well, pink in like a light sea glass color for my grandchildren this year. So that's where this little tutu dress is going to go. And I thought it would just be a sweet addition to our nutcracker tree. Now we're just going to take some of this lace that I had around. It has like these little tulip shapes on it. And we're going to go along the top edge just to add a little pizzazz. And we'll just stitch that on. I actually could have glued this, but I had the needle handy and I was just on a roll with my with the stitching, so I just kept going. Kind of wish I had busted out my sewing machine for this, but um I just I don't know, I got on a roll with doing the hand stitching, so I just kept with it. Like I said, you could use your sewing machine or you could use a hot glue gun. Either would work just as well. And I cut the lace in the middle so that I could curve it on both sides. It didn't want to bend there in the middle. And then I thought, you know what? What if I added some of this gold ribbon up and down where the boning would be just to add a little sparkle? I wish I had some miniature sequins or little mini pearls or something like that. I just didn't have them on hand. So I found that gold ribbon and I said, let's use that. And I apologize for my nails right now. They are looking hideous, but I've been outside spray painting and doing all kinds of different little projects, and my nails have taken a hit for it. But anyhow, we'll just go ahead and finish up the gold ribbon on both sides, and then, of course, add that lace to both sides of the bodice. And I'm gluing down any little extra pieces that were flailing around. And now we're just going to take that same embroidery floss and a needle, and I've got the tulle that comes on a roll. I folded it in half, and now I'm just doing a running stitch up the edge of it. And then we'll take that string or that embroidery floss that we ran through there, and we're just gonna gather it all up so it looks like a tutu, and then stitch it on into place at the bottom. And then I thought it needed a little something more, a little more pizzazz. I took some pieces of that lace and I am adding them all around so that it kind of hangs down. And then I thought I would take a little more of that gold ribbon and add it to the sides just to finish it off. And a little more lace to go around where the tulle it meets the bodice. And then a little dab of hot glue so that we can add a couple more pieces of lace on for straps that will loop up over that hanger, and then we'll just glue that in place. So what do you think? You think she's ready for the Nutcracker Ballet? I think she's going to be adorable on the tree this year. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. As you can see, these are some other projects that we have done in earlier videos. So click one of those on the screen.